Hi y'all, Kraken Latte here. Welcome back to Dragonflight Alpha. Let's slide over to Jewelcrafting and do what we can. I'm afraid we can't do all of it, but I can read it. We don't need to physically do it, it looks like anyways, which is fine. So let's start over here at the left. Jeweler's Kit Mastery. So for Jewelcrafting, we have Jeweler's Kit Mastery, Faceting? Probably Faceting. Setting and Enterprising, which is interesting for jewel crafting. So, Jeweler's Kit Mastery. Specialize in your basic toolkit to improve the general practice of jewel crafting. Jeweler's Kit Mastery. So, +1 crafting skill to all crafts. So let's, ooh, this is a beefy one. Go ahead and fill this up. Yeah, this one wants a lot. This is the chonker. So this will do +5 inspiration to any jewel crafting design, +5 crafting, +5 crafting speed, +5 crafting skill, +5 resourcefulness, +5 crafting, +5 inspiration, +5 crafting, +10 multi-craft, +5 crafting, and +10 bonus crafting skill from inspiration when crafting any jewel crafting design. Alright. And it looks like that's the only one here right now. That's a big old chunker, though. My suggestion here, it's a loose suggestion, so I won't put it up here, because they might be adding trees here, I don't know. But maybe if it's just this one little node like this, maybe have this guy here instead of over here. And branch it off of that, just because it doesn't really need to be this one little dot. Because that looks so underwhelming, you know? That's a big old chunker, though. That's a big, healthy... Filling this up is an accomplishment, for sure. So, we have Faceting. Let's look at that. Improve the practice of cutting gems to improve the quality of your cuts and discover new designs. So, we have Faceting. This is improve at cutting gems, gaining +1 crafting skill for all gem cuts per point in this spec. Then we have Frost. Actually, let's read through the bar here. I can't fill this one up because I already chose the other two, and I do not feel like spending another hour prospecting to get 100 just to do this. If it was live, I absolutely would, but, you know, we don't get to keep this, so... Alright, Faceting. So, let's look at these. We have +1 crafting when gem cutting. English. +5 inspiration. Learn a sub. +5 resourcefulness. Learn a sub. +5 multi-craft. Learn a sub. And you may now use polishing cloth to improve the quality of your gem cuts. Fancy. Good reward. +5 bonus crafting. And... learn the final sub and increase the speed at which you cut gems. That is a good... I like that. I still really like that that is a part of this because it makes sense. Like, if you're crafting this and you've maxed out a, you know, a specialization circle, then, yeah. Realistically, you'd get faster at your job, right? I mean, you do it enough, and that's the thinking here, and I appreciate that. So for these, we have air... Earth, Fire, and Frost, which if you watched the recipes for jewel crafting episode I did, these seem to be the 4 categories that each gem is made into. So, under Frost, and these are probably going to be very similar, but let's look through them anyways. +1 crafting, +5 crafting, learn a specialization frost cut of your choice. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Frost cut of your choice. Wonder if that teaches you a big fancy recipe. Ugh! Now I'm annoyed that I can't do this. It's okay, it's fine. I'm sure others out there have done this as well. +5 crafting. Learn the other specialization, frost cut. Okay. +5 crafting. You may now use Wisps of Tear to improve the quality of your frost gem cuts. +5 crafting, and then learn how to cut limited diamonds with frost essence to create resplendent limited diamond. This one it sounds like would be nice. I'm gonna remember this to use to be able to level. Remember how I was complaining about how we need so many freaking unlimited diamonds? And if this is gonna help me in my specialization here, this one will be nice to do first. Noted. I will take a mental note of that. So let's whiz through fire real quick. It's probably going to be the same stuff just for the fire option. Yep. And the big one is learn how to cut unlimited diamonds with fire essence to create desperate invocation. So, okay. Let's whiz through this one here, through earth, and the same thing but with skillful unlimited diamond. Okay. And then we have air. Looks like these are going to be the same type of style, and yes, fierce unlimited diamond. So that's nice. I like the sound of that. All right, now with setting, let's get some more Jewelcrafting points in here real quick. All right, these are ones I can actually do. Setting. Improve the art of crafting magnificent jewelry, trinkets, and intricate statues. Glorious. So, let's juice this one up. Yum, 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 yum. And this does what? +5 resourcefulness when fitting jewelry and carving stone. +5 inspiration to that. Learn a sub. +5 resourcefulness. Learn a sub. +5 inspiration. And learn how to create tiered medallion setting that anyone can use to add sockets into necklaces. Ooh. +5 crafting speed when fitting jewelry and carving stone. Very neat. Alright, now we have carving. I really love all this. I just love the intricacy in it. It just feels so much... To me, it feels rewarding. Because, like, you know, you can remove all this and just do what we had before and go all the way up to, you know, 100 and then you're good. And that could be the end of it, like it is for a lot of past expansions. Or they tried to add the ranks to try to add a little bit of spice to it, but it kind of felt lame because it's just the same recipe 3 different times at face value, so it didn't feel very rewarding, at least to me. And I've heard that complaint before, so I know I'm not the only one on that one. Whereas this feels more specialized. Hence specializations. Like, you feel like, as a crafter, you are learning how to craft. And you're being rewarded for it, because as you learn, you can do better stuff. And I like that. I just like that feel. Maybe it's because I like the immersion, but it's just, I like that. So let's learn carving. And what does this want from us? Well, give us, rather. +5 resourcefulness. +5 bonus crafting skill from inspiration. Learn a sub. Learn craft. +5 crafting. Learn the final sub. +5 resourcefulness. And then gain the ability to use polishing cloth to add the finishing touches on idols and statues. Very nice. Now we have stone and idols. So, stone. Further improve the art of crafting statues, gaining +1 crafting skill when carving statues per point in this specialization. Alright, so this is the stone one. Juice. We have +10 multi-craft when carving statues. +5 crafting skill. +20 multi-craft. Learn how to carve statue of Tyr's Herald. Well, that sounds neat. +5 crafting skill when carving statues. And +5 resourcefulness, and gain the ability to use Wisp of Tyr. Alright. Learn how to carve statue of Tyr's Herald. I didn't seem to learn that recipe, but, you know, this isn't done, obviously, so maybe it's not available yet, because I don't recognize that one. Alright, so this one is idols. Let's juice this one up. +5 bonus crafting skill from inspiration. +5 crafting, +5 bonus crafting from inspiration, +5 resourcefulness, +5 bonus crafting from inspiration, +5 crafting, and gain the ability to use Essence of Tear. So no new recipe with that one specifically, which is fine. And then we have jewelry. So this was idols and stone carving stuff, and now this side is the jewelry side of it. So, hone your skills as a jeweler, gaining +1 crafting skill when fitting jewelry per point in this specialization. So on unlocking the specialization, +5 resourcefulness. Learn. Juice, 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 juice. Okay. +5 resourcefulness, +5 bonus crafting skill from inspiration. Learn a sub. Learn how to use inscription creative missives to specify secondary stats on jewelry. Well, that's interesting. So scribes can create missives that will tell jewel crafters what stats they can put on their jewelry. That's the interconnectivity I was talking about in one of my other profession videos. I really appreciate that. I like that they're trying to encourage the professions to work together, because realistically, that's like, you know, that's how it works in the real world. Factories make parts. Other factories put the parts together. You know, and the parts to begin with, someone had to make the part. Someone had to get the materials to make the parts. You know, the miner to the fabricator to the builder, etc., etc. That's technically 3 different, at minimum, jobs, you know? And I like that this is starting to emulate that. Like, we have some of that in game, but it's not so obvious. So, all right. Rings. Specialize in the creation of luxurious rings, gaining +5 crafting skill for ring crafts per point in this spec. Alright, so let's juice this one up. What do we get here? +5 inspiration, +5 crafting, +10 inspiration. Learn how to create Signet of Titanic Insight, a powerful accessory. Ooh, that seems neat. +5 crafting skill when crafting rings, +5 crafting, and gain the ability to use Essence of Tear. Very cool. So these ones don't seem to be teaching the recipe yet, but, you know, it might not be available yet. This is alpha after all, so at the very least we got the bones to look at. So necklaces. Looks like it's going to be the same thing for necklaces as it is for rings, just for necklaces instead of rings. So let's juice this one up and look through it real quick. +5 inspiration from crafting necklaces. I am so glad this mic has a mute button. I suddenly had to sneeze. Apologies. Where was I? +5 inspiration crafting necklaces. +5 crafting skill. +5 crafting skill. Learn how to create Elemental Lariat, a powerful necklace. Neat. +10 inspiration, +5 crafting, and Essence of Tear ability. So, bam. We are now setting experts. So that's cool. That is very cool. Alright, so in the enterprising section, I'm not sure what this one entails, so let's look at it. Improve in the practice of extracting reagents in a usable state and utilizing them in specialized crafts. Extracting reagents. Is this like for prospecting? What does this mean? Improve in the business of jewelcrafting, gaining +1 crafting skill for miscellaneous crafts per point. +5 inspiration crafting extravagances and glassware. Alright. Does this affect prospecting at all? There's a prospecting option. That would be handy. So this one would be really good. This one and faceting. That's good to know. Would both be really good for leveling, because I was having a hell of a time trying to get enough diamonds. I spent way too long trying to get enough diamonds to level up. And I didn't want to touch these yet because I wanted to look at it with y'all first. So, oh yeah. Anyway, we have +5 resourcefulness when crafting extravagancies and glassware, +5 inspiration, learn a sub, +5 resourcefulness, learn a sub, learn how to create blotting sand, a finishing reagent often desired by scribes. Ooh, so we're going to make stuff for scribes. Okay, okay. Learn the final sub, increase the speed at which you craft extravagances and glassware, and gain the ability to use polishing cloth. Okay, I like that. So, glassware. Actually, let's start with prospecting, because I really want to see that. Improve in the delicate task of prospecting to increase yield and efficiency, gaining +1 resourcefulness when prospecting per point in this spec. So before I juice that one up, prospecting, does that have a bar on it? It does. Expected quality. Does the quality here improve what cuts I'm gonna get out of it? Because, hot damn, trying to get friggin' diamonds was like, I was about ready to punch something. I just wanted to do this video and it was taking way too long. Alright, so these say +5 resourcefulness, +5 resourcefulness, increase your chances of acquiring glass when prospecting. You can now discover prismatic ore when prospecting, which itself can be prospected for higher gem yield. I saw some of that. I had already been able to discover some of that. Do I still have it in here? I do. Prismatic ore. Interesting. But this... well, probably gives you a heck of a lot more of it. I did prospect like a couple thousand ore. Increases your chance of acquiring raw gems when prospecting. Thank you. This one's the one we want, guys. If you're leveling and this stays this way in live, use enterprising. I'm gonna make a mental note to go look back at this when I go make my guides in the future, because hot damn. And then prospecting prismatic ore has a chance to contain titanicium ore. Oh, that's interesting. Alright. Cool. So that's good to know. So now we have extravagances. Improve your ability to create finishing reagents and profession gear, gaining +1 crafting skill for these crafts. +10 multi-craft when creating finishing reagents. Alright. Juice these up and see what happens. Delicious. Alright. +10 multi-craft when creating finishing reagents. Very nice. I think I'm gonna love that multi-craft because I liked. I don't know if any of you played during WoD, Warlords of Draenor, who remember multi-strike. I really liked that ability because I loved, once I learned, you know, how everything functioned, I loved stacking multi-strike as a monk. Healer specifically, because my shit would proc like crazy. It was awesome. And maybe it's just because of that feeling, but I learned that I really like that play style, and if that's kind of bleeding over into like this, into professions, multi-craft is like, you know, a multi-proc of stuff, then I'm going to be very excited because, I don't know, that just sort of like getting more out of the same stuff than expected just like makes me very happy. I'm that person, I guess. So +10 multi-craft, +5 inspiration, +5 resourcefulness. Learn how to create pounce, a finishing reagent often desired by scribes. Pounce. Huh. Wonder why it's called pounce. +5 resourcefulness, +5 inspiration, and then +10 inspiration when creating finishing reagents and profession gear. And learn how to use wisps and essence of tear. Alright. Very cool. Okay, now we have glassware. Improve your ability to create prisms and glassware, gaining +1 crafting skill for these crafts, and of course you get +10 multi-craft when you unlock this. So glassware, ooh, this one is juicy. This has a lot of little points on it. This one has a lot. So, what do these all do? +10 multi-craft when creating prisms and glassware, +10 multi-craft. Learn how to create projection prism, which allow players to take the appearance of another player for a short while. Very cool. So it's just like the, I think it's a warlord's profession that let you do that same thing. Very cool though. Very cool. The cooldown on creating gem hordes is reduced by 50%. Ooh. Is that... I was looking at this earlier and I was all excited because it was these... Extravagant glasswares? I already crafted one, and I was able to craft a whole bunch, but I couldn't, like, Jewel Dragon Heart. Oh, can I actually do? Hold on. Something unlocked. Ah! Oh no, that was probably a daily cooldown too, isn't it? Damn it, it is. Well, this is 2 days and 17 hours on it. So let's look and see if this is going to up that. Where was I? Increases the yield of gems from hordes. Here it is. The cooldown on creating gem hordes is reduced by 50%. So after I apply, we're going to go look at that real quick, see if that's what that is. Because, let's see. Learn how to create jeweled offering. +5 resourcefulness when creating prisms and glassware. Learn how to create the Time Watcher's Patience, which is a gem horde that offers a variety of gems. Learn how to create rhinestone, quotation marks, sunglasses, a high-quality, knockoff version of one of Azeroth's biggest fads in fashion. That's funny. And further increase the yield of gems from hordes. Okay, so it did not decrease the time on that, but that's possibly because I already did it. That's a bummer. Yeah, that's a bummer. Big ol' bummer, but that's okay. Let's do a wee bit of prospecting, actually, in a minute. So yeah, that was the specializations for Jewelcrafting. That sounds really cool. I'm really liking that. We did both leatherworking and Jewelcrafting now up to this point. I might separate these videos into the two professions. I think I will, actually, because we're at an hour now. Doing these accumulatively. I didn't realize it would take so long. So that's leatherworking and Jewelcrafting. I'm going to do a little bit more on this. I want to do a wee bit of prospecting. So I want to see, am I going to get more diamonds quicker? Because hot diggity, you know, it was, oy. I can right click this to open it. Give me more diamonds, please. I wanted to unlock the last stuff, but hot diggity, it don't wanna. Yeah. Oh, there's a diamond! I got a diamond. That was a lot quicker than last time. I could have been just lucky, but that's a thing. And I also have enough ore, so let's do one more of those with the prismatic ore. No diamond, though. That's okay. I mean, I know I'm whining after, like, 5 prospects, but you gotta remember, I've spent, like, an hour prospecting, like, 1,000 or 2,000 worth of this. And this isn't rolling through and continuing like it's supposed to, so I could just, like, walk away. I have to sit here after every single one, which I'm sure is not going to be, you know... There's another diamond. Okay, that is quicker. That's a little quicker. Alright. I'm still not going to bother going all the way up, because hot damn, it's going to take me forever. But I'll leave it at that. So, look at that. I made a 403 neck. That looks pretty sexy. It's a BOP, but it has a socket. Pretty good stats. That's a chunk of stats. Definitely already starting to see the inflation again of stats. Oh, but that's bound to happen, though, so I'm going to leave it at that. Definitely going to separate those two into 2 different episodes for those professions. So, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and as always, remember, it's never too latte.